Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
The two people waiting?
Yes.
Let's get started, guys. Let me go ahead and put stuff on social media.
Yep, we got a few things we got to do still,
Yeah.
but we're ready. We're ready to go.
Take a look at my little
We
friend.
got the little friend baby here
Yeah.
doing the hand. Later on, I can do the ham dance later if we get a little bit of cash, which is good. 99 cents, $1, or a couple bucks, whatever you think you can afford.
Maybe do the magic hand dance.
Maybe we'll do the magic hand dance for us today. I hope everybody had a great week. I am glad that we have a new president now and everything's all over with.
Well, we all gonna accept the results. Nobody's stealing the election. Guys.
That's right. No one stole the election. We have to accept the results of what had happened. He won fair and square. That's what can we say?
But we don't talk about politics here.
No, politics is nothing because I hate politics, and And
we are not allowed to talk about politics on this show.
No.
So,
no,
hi everybody. It's a little crooked.
Yeah, well, I know I'm a little crooked.
No, it's not you. It's me.
Oh,
Here we go. That's a lot better.
I finally got my new glasses.
Did you get them?
Woo!
Yay!
Oh, yes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to All for Sci-Fi. Woo!
Yep.
So, thank you guys for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about, of course, The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
Chapter 10, The Passenger.
No, not chapter 10. Season 10.
No, it's not season
I mean,
10.
No.
What's going on with you, Captain Rickster?
Episode 10.
Season 10.
Season 2, episode 10.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Oh, Mike.
Come on, Captain Rickster.
Oh, hey.
You're already starting me today, buddy.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
We had too much fun this week.
I know. Yeah, we did.
Yes,
But
we did.
Virginia, if you could also post hey, you posted it again on the page, great.
Great, thank you.
If you could do that too on Community of Star Wars Collectors as well, please do that as well. Wow, guys, welcome.
Well, what a great week we've had.
I'm wearing my shirt, California Vision Windows, and guys,
I got my Order 66
Order
shirt
66 shirt, but I have not officially announced it until today. But California Vision Windows is my company that I started.
And also sponsors All for Sci-Fi.
Yeah. Here you go. Here it is again.
We're also
on my back.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
There he is.
California Vision Windows.
See how big that back is?
Oh, stop it.
All that baby back there, buddy. Man, you talking about some ribs on
Yeah,
that baby.
yeah. Let's cook it up. Ribs.
Yeah, it's really ribs on that baby.
At least I got some meat.
But that's true. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I'm so old and skinny,
Oh, Mike is one of our fans and fellow members of All for Sci-Fi. He bought the All for Sci-Fi shirt. He's wearing it.
Oh, good.
So that's cool. Thank you very much, Mike, for all your support, all your help that you've. Thank you for helping us with the channel. I actually had not officially announced it, but during this pandemic,
yes,
I started a business.
Yes, he did.
And I got so sick of making other people millionaires.
That's right. Now it's our turn.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to say I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm content to just make a good living. I make enough money that at least I could afford to buy a house because I live in California.
That's right.
Where everything's so dang expensive.
That's true, especially in this county.
Yeah, well, the taxes are crazy in California. So the new company is California Vision Windows.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to check us out, we're at CaliforniaVisionWindows.com.
Yep.
And that's our company. So it's a new venture.
And if you need windows, we'll sell them to you.
Yeah, we sell windows. We'll even ship out of state.
That's right. We'll ship out of state too.
If you say All for Sci-Fi, we'll go ahead and give you a discount.
That's
hey,
right.
Virginia. Hi, Mike. Hey, Dave. Dave Staggs is with us.
Hi, Dave. How you feeling, Dave? Hope you're feeling
Dave.
great.
Yeah, David. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah.
Hope you're out of the hospital. Hope you're at home resting and relaxing.
Yeah, and we have Adam O'Brien who's joining us from Australia right now.
Cool.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. How's Australia down? How's it down under?
He was talking about the taxes. He goes, "Don't worry, the taxes are bad down here too." Yeah, that's true.
Well, they can't be half as bad as here.
Yeah, no, they're bad in Australia.
I know. I've heard.
Yeah, taxes.
I've heard.
They're like England. You
Yeah.
know, the taxes are. Yeah, they have a real high tax rate in England. Hey, how are you? Stephanie, I think. Hello.
Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
I may have said your
Or
name
Stefan.
wrong. But taxes are real high because they're leaning more towards where they have socialized medicine and all that others. Hey, John. Hey, it's Dollar Slice. Hi, Dollar Slice.
Hey. What's
Hey,
up, Dollar
welcome,
Slice?
welcome.
Yes.
Well, today we're going to go ahead and talk about and have a review and discussion about The Mandalorian Season 10. Not Season 10, I just did what you did.
Season 2, episode 10.
Just did the same thing you did. What are you doing to me? Bat, 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 bat. Just did.
And
Oh,
Discovery.
look how red I'm turning too.
Hey, got him going. We're also going to talk about...
We're going to talk about
Discovery.
Discovery episode 4. Okay, and it's season
Season
3
3.
of Discovery. And The Mandalorian, it's confusing because they use these chapters.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, the captain got you.
That's right, I got him again.
But no, it's The Passenger is the name of the episode
Yeah.
of The Mandalorian, and what a great
Gee,
episode.
that
But
was a great
we're gonna
episode.
discuss it. We're gonna get into some detail and talk about some of the
Yeah.
behind the scenes people as well, because I'm really captivated, not just about the music, because I'm a musician. The music was great, of course. Ludwig
Yes, it was.
is a genius. He's like the next John Williams. But they're getting big name directors.
Yes, they are.
The person that directed it is Peyton Reed, and Peyton Reed directed Ant-Man, all the Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the
okay.
Wasp, and he's doing Ant-Man 3.
Yeah, Ant-Man
and
3, yeah.
and before that, he did like some of those other cheerleader type stuff, like Bring It On and stuff like that.
Yeah, in fact, those are good movies. If you like cheerleaders and cheerleader movies, it's actually good for girls, for cheerleading. I mean, they'd be actually great to watch if the girls, if your daughter wants to be a cheerleader or something.
Yeah, those are good movies
Those
for
are
you.
good movie for your daughters to watch for becoming a cheerleader.
I don't know if I
What
agree with the
type-
social values though. There's
No, I'm supposed to social value, but it shows you how the routines are and how hard you have to practice at doing stuff like that.
That's true. That's true.
Because you got to
Yeah.
practice to be good.
It's true. Yeah, but Bring It On was great.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so of course Ant-Man was good. Ant-Man and the Wasp was
Wasp was
good.
good.
They're working on Ant-Man 3.
Which is going to be good.
What has happened to this year, guys? This year's went by so it's slow, but it's just I just can't wait to get to 2021.
No kidding.
Would all of you
I wanna get
agree
this pandemic
that we
out of
want to
our- out of
forget
here.
about 2020? And I was so excited at the beginning of the year. Remember?
It was good.
It's a new
It was a good year.
decade.
It was a good year.
Yay! I was excited, but
Until March hit and we got the COVID.
yeah,
And that kinda blew everything.
Yeah, it just did.
Yeah, everything just sunk down to the nothing.
It did. Yeah.
And so
I mean, all the sci-fi movies that were supposed to come out at the beginning of the year, like Archive. Remember that Archive, Attraction 2, The Blackout, 4 Kids and It.
yeah.
You know, that children's sci-fi. All these movies. What happened to all those? Did they come
A
out?
lot of them went streamed. Or went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
Or I should say Blu-ray, not DVD, but Blu-ray.
Yeah. Well, 2020, and I agree with you, Mike. 2020 will be a new beginning.
Yeah.
Let's all say that's good.
2021 will be a new
2020.
beginning.
And I forgot to share my little friend here. Look at him. I got him the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, Bobo Freak. Yep. Droid is ready. Blank, blank. Blank, blank. Uh-oh. Ready. Hello, I, Bobo Freak.
Yeah.
I can almost do that voice if I practiced it.
Enough, yeah,
I
good.
probably could. Let's put Bobo Freak next to his friend. Hello, next to the child. Okay. Anyway,
I don't think
he's not going to sit. He doesn't sit up that well, guys. But
No, that's because
this
you got
is Bobo
thing,
Freak.
This thing here, you need to bring this thing up and get
Yeah.
it out. That's the reason why, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the dance.
we got the dance.
Uh-oh.
Everybody wants to do a dance. Okay, the baby's going to do the hand dance, everybody. Here we
Yeah.
go. If you haven't seen it, every time someone donates some money,
Yep, the baby comes out to the baby hand dance. Every time.
every time you donate some money to the channel, the baby comes out and does a magic hand dance
Oh, yeah.
because he can't dance. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Oh the magic hand dance. Do the magic hand dance. Do the magic hand dance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the moonwalk. I taught Michael Jackson. I do it frontwards. Do the magic hand dance. Oh yeah. Do the magic hand dance. Oh yeah. Do the magic hand dance. 'Cause I can't dance. Do the magic hand dance.
Okay.
He wanted to get a hug from his uncle.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Woo-wee.
Oh, man. Must have had too many of those frog
Yeah,
eggs.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
Woo,
this kid.
Can you check this
You got,
shorts?
hey, child, no. Just like your daddy Mando said, lay off the lady's frog eggs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, her species is going to be gone forever.
Yep. No more eating.
Thank you very much, Mike, for the donation to the channel. By the way, everybody, every time you guys want the baby to come out and do the magic hand dance, just give $1 or a few bucks there, and he'll
matter how
come out and
much.
do it for you. And all that money is going to go right back into the channel to help for giveaways and fun things, and it helps us.
That's
so
true.
Thank you very much for that. And while we're here too, guys, someone who's very dear to our heart, Virginia Cano, is having a very serious problem with her father.
Uh-oh.
Her father is in a hospital,
That's not good.
and he has COVID,
Oh,
and he's
that's not good.
82 years old.
Oh, just pray for him.
So it's a very, very, very serious thing.
Yes, it is.
My dad's 83, and I can only imagine what you're going through.
Oh, no kidding. Yes.
It's got to be way worse than I can imagine. I don't know what I would do if my dad got COVID, but let's go ahead and say a quick prayer for our
Yes,
Father.
Lord.
Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord Jesus. We ask that you reach your hand out with and heal. I believe his name is Francisco Cano. What's your dad's name again, Virginia? I think you told me. If you could put it up there so we can say his name and declare it. What's your dad's name, Virginia? Francisco. I said it right. We ask that, Heavenly Father, that you reach out your hand and you put Francisco in your arms, and that you help heal him. You help him get through this trying, strong time, and that you help him heal faster. And not only that we ask, Father, that you help heal Francisco Cano, we ask that you help heal him and bring him back whole as one, like he was before, that he has no side effects, and that we ask and we declare it in your name, in Jesus' name, that you get rid of that virus from him. You strike it from Francisco right now. We declare it in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. He's going to be okay.
Yes, he is.
God's gonna help you through this. So,
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get back to the channel. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. You know, you're very important to us. Virginia
Yes,
helps
you are.
us a lot. She
Yes,
is
she
the
does.
admin of all of our social media,
Mhm.
and we love her and we appreciate her. So we
Yes.
hope that her father gets better. Okay, and let's go ahead and talk about. We got a lot to talk about with, of course, the Mandalorian, but let's talk for a few minutes about Discovery.
Right.
This was episode 4,
Season 3.
season 3. We're getting this right.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, at All for Sci-Fi, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars being the best. If it's 3 stars or lower, we don't recommend you stream it, watch it. We also don't recommend you go to the movie theater if you can. We still can't in LA, by the way. So Discovery, episode 4, season 3 gets 4.50 stars. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
It's not bad, yeah.
What do you think?
Same. I'm good at 4.5.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not as good as the last one, but this one, I think this one here is actually, it's there, but it's not.
But you know what I
Not what I
liked
really
about?
liked
I
about
liked
it.
the fact that they went to, and we're going to go ahead and get into the discussion. So you haven't seen season 3. Not season 3. Season 3, episode 4. God, I'm so out of it today. You really got me good.
That's
didn't you?
right. I'm
Okay.
gonna get you again.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, season
So
3.
I know it's season 3 and it's episode 4.
Are you sure it's episode 4?
Yeah,
Might be
I'm
episode
sure
5 and season
because
4.
this is what's happened now. In the last couple episodes, this new genius lady, we
Right.
find out that she, who's human, she's carrying a trill.
Trill, yeah.
No, a host.
A host.
Trill is the species that could carry these hosts.
Right.
And
the
they
very
bind with
human.
them. And
She's very first
well,
human.
no, because in the episode they said the first in 2,000 years. So
Oh,
it
okay,
happens.
okay, it's happened
They've been able to do it before, but it's first host that's lived.
Lived.
So I think that's what you might have meant.
Yeah. Lived.
It's the first time that they've done the joining, and it was a human, and without using a trill.
Right.
And what was great was they went to trill.
Mm-hmm.
They went, they
yeah.
went there. Yes. Yeah, the Mandalorian thing really confuses us the way they're doing it. They're doing it by chapters, but we'll get it. We'll figure it out.
Eventually here.
Yeah. So, so at the beginning of the episode, they leave in this Discovery episode, which is getting 4.5 stars. What'd you give it again?
4.5. Just like
Oh,
you did.
you agree?
Well, I didn't think it was good as the last episode. I think
Okay,
it's-
I
think
did.
it's-
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't,
Last episode was a little better than this one,
but
it's
it
still
didn't have
good.
as much action.
Right.
But the acting was great,
Great. Yeah,
in
acting
this
was great,
episode.
especially the little girl who's playing what's her name?
I can't remember the name or name. We'll get her name right. But she's a really. Oh, Dave. This season so far of Discovery,
Good.
you're going to be very, very happy.
Oh,
so
yes.
far, every episode is better than last season's episodes.
Right.
So far. If I had to compare it season to season, the season's not over with yet, of course. But it's starting to feel more like Star Trek again, to me.
It is, yes.
You know, and they're bringing back characters, and everything feels fresh and new again.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna really be happy, Dave, when you see it. So in this episode, they're discussing with Captain Saru, who is no longer commander. He's the captain now of the. They've appointed him to be the captain of the Discovery, so he's not Commander Saru anymore. He's Captain Saru. And Commander Michael Burnham, who is now his first officer.
Right.
They're sitting there talking about what to do with the girl, because one of the prior hosts was part of Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
He was an admiral.
An admiral.
He was an admiral.
Admiral. A what?
I said it right this time.
Who?
I said it right this last time. I don't start with me, Captain Rickster. Don't you start with me. You got me so... It's so admirable of me, right, Dave?
It's really admirable of him, yeah.
I'm really, really...
Ooh, I'm turning red on this one.
I'm really in one of those rare moods today. I hope it entertains you, though.
I hope it does too. It's really rare for him.
Yeah. Say it 3 times faster, right? Admiral.
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 Yep. Admiral.
Okay, got it.
Even I said it before he did.
Oh, yeah. It's Adira. Thank you very much.
Yes,
it's Adira. Yes, that's the 16-year-old host.
Yeah, 16-year-old host.
Yeah, it's Adira. Great. This girl is a really good actress.
Yes, she is.
And the acting and the music, and of course, you know, I can't talk enough about the music, of course.
The music's great.
But Jeff Russo is just awesome. He's on point.
He's hitting the books right now. He's really good at it.
And the effects are right on, right on, perfect effects.
Yep.
So anyway, they basically they're trying to decide whether on how to communicate with the host, because something's happening where she doesn't remember who all the past lifetimes of the prior host. So there's a blockage or something there. And we get to learn more about Adira during this process, about how she became the host. And it's kind of unique. Her boyfriend was a Trill who had just taken this host, and he was happy he became the host of I forgot what the species name is. I'm sure Mike's going to tell me soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so her boyfriend, and the ship gets attacked right shortly after this happens, and he's gonna die. So she agrees to be the new host.
Right.
And
willingly agreed to take.
Willingly agreed to it. Yeah. It is the same trill, by the way, Dave. It is the same species from that was on from symbiont. Trill symbiont is what Mike said it's called.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Thank you for educating me.
Thank you, Michael.
Now, Star Wars I know a little bit more about, but I love Star Trek, so I'm a big sci-fi fan. So, so basically, they decide to go to Trill to see if they could help, but they're worried because they don't know if the Trill people are going to be happy with the Federation, because all the stuff that's happened now since they got there, basically they've made it to the future, and they're in the year 3000, and about 100 years prior to that, even though they went 1,000 years in the future, about 100 years prior to them coming, an event happened called the Burn. And the Burn, what happened was all the dilithium crystals in the universe exploded. The ones that were being used for for warp engines and stuff like that. So all which means everything exploded.
Yep.
Yeah. Michael Burnham. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's funny, Dave. Michael Burnham. Yeah. But the burn after that happened, so basically dilithium crystals now are this sought after commodity, like bigger than gold. And Discovery happens to have a huge stockpile of it because they were from the past. And there are still ships there that if they weren't in warp at the time and they weren't using their warp engines, they didn't explode. So, and because of it, it basically wiped out the Federation.
And other people, other races who also had it too.
Yeah, but it pretty much it killed a lot, billions.
Killed over billions of people.
Yeah. So they're trying to put that. So they're worried when they go to Trill that maybe they're not friendly anymore, because in an episode beforehand they went to Earth and found out Earth is no longer a part of the Federation, and they weren't very friendly at first. So they decide the girl decides, no, I need to find out what's going on. I need to be able to help Discovery. So but yeah, they still don't know why it happened yet. That's correct.
They're still investigating.
They're still investigating. So we're going to find out more. Michael's trying. Commander Burnham is still trying to figure out what happened.
Right.
So they go to Trill, and at first they're very surprised to see a Federation starship, and they're very welcoming. You don't know since the burn happened, for some reason that the Trills can't become symbionts anymore for most of the so they're having a problem with it. They're about ready to go, not be able to help all the Trill symbionts anymore because they can't carry them in either. Something happened with them.
Yeah.
So they're excited. But they didn't know that it was a human until they beamed down to the planet. They kept it a secret.
Right.
And that really started all this discussion, and they talked about how, like Captain Richter said, they talked about how hasn't happened in 2,000 years. They weren't expecting to see a Trill, and they're almost going extinct, like you said, Michael. And but most of them are not accepting of it. They think she's an abomination.
Right.
Because they're not, so it's it has some kind of racial overtones, like she's an abomination.
Yeah, definitely a lot of racial.
But there's one person in the Trill that wants to help.
Yeah.
So they end up, that guy ends up helping him. First, they try to grab her. They want to actually take the symbiont out of her and let her die. And Michael, of course, fights them off and doesn't let them do that. And then they go to where these caves are, where they could try to help her communicate with the symbiont that's inside of her.
But at first, though, they were reluctant because the guy who had to follow didn't want him to go, and they tried to stop him, and she fired on him. I don't know if she killed him or she just stunned him.
She just stunned him, but yeah, that's what we were just saying, Michael Burnham, because they wanted to take the symbiont out, what I just said, but
they finally got.
So then another guy comes, and it's the guy that wants to help.
Right.
So they go to the caves, and they get into the water, and she goes under, and something happens. She disappears, and then the other people that she fought off earlier to get to the caves show up with the leader,
Right.
and they're all upset.
Mm-hmm.
And but the leader of the Trill agreed to let Michael Burnham go in there and try to find where she went.
Right.
So she gets in the water too, and then ends up going under and goes into this, like, it's kind of like a space that's not there, like a different dimension or something.
Kind of like that, but you see all the Trill there. I mean, I see all the symbionts there. Not the Trill,
Right.
the symbionts are there.
And Michael's going to try to find Adira to try to help her guide her back out.
Right.
So she finds Adira, and Adira is saying, these things keep trying to grab me, and she keeps swatting at them to not let them. But then Michael discovers that, no, they're trying to communicate with you. That's the way they communicate, and let them. And then she lets them attach to her hands, and she's able to then start seeing.
Yeah, and start seeing it, and also get her memory back.
Yes, Michael, it was like the upside down thing in Stranger Things.
Right.
You're right.
You're right.
It was like that. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's starting to see, and then we do see her boyfriend, and we start to see different things. We get to see how this all happened, like we talked about earlier,
right.
about why she became the host, etc.
It's finally getting some of her memory back, so she know what happened.
Right. And eventually she is able to communicate with all the other 7 or 8 hosts, so she learns all their names.
Yeah.
And after all that happens, and she finally gets to also see her boyfriend again, the love of her life. So it's she does finally. Michael and her finally to go back up, and they.
But first, don't forget.
There's a lot that goes on, but we don't want to tell them everything.
They accepted her as in the circle.
Yeah, well.
That's what I wanted to say.
Well, she accepted them too.
Yeah, of course.
They all accepted each other. Yeah, right before they leave, all the hosts come and they say their names and who they are, and she then goes. Her and Michael do go back up, and the first thing they ask her is, "What are your names?" And she knows.
Everyone.
They're all with her now.
Including
so now
her name.
she has all their memories and everything, and yeah, they did. So talking about how they wanted her to stay.
Right.
So it's and then she, after they come back up, she says all their names.
Mm-hmm.
And they were willing to. Yeah, and at the end, after she speaks all their names and they know it worked, they now accepted her in the Trill Society, and they asked her to stay, and even the leader says, "I'll mentor you," and she goes, "No, I think I'm supposed to be on Discovery and help them with that other older one of her symbionts who was admirable."
Yeah, admirable, right? Yeah.
Who was an admiral?
An admiral.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough word. Say it 3 times with me.
Yes, do it, please.
No, I'm not going to.
Admiral might come back out again.
Yeah, the admiral. Yeah, so okay, so now they've accepted it. Yeah, they totally changed that, and they saw that she wasn't an abomination, and they accepted her, and that was great.
Mm-hmm.
So she does go back with Discovery, and then something weird happens. Her boyfriend shows up.
Oh yeah.
How is he there? And he doesn't know, and she doesn't know.
No.
But they're keeping it a secret.
And they're playing she's playing the cello.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's playing a cello.
Yeah.
His song. That's when he appears.
Yeah.
After
after
Michael leaves.
And that's the thing about Star Trek. And you said it just now, Dave. It's all about inclusion and acceptance, and that's why we love Star Trek. It's about all of us accepting. We all are different. And it's also about us all accepting each other, and we should, because we're all. It doesn't matter who you like. If even the presidency thing, I didn't care if Donald Trump became president. I would have accepted him too. We all should accept everything.
I just can't wait till the next episode comes out next week.
Oh yeah, the next episode looks like it might be the best one yet. So we'll be back next week to talk about it. And like I mentioned earlier, until Discovery and The Mandalorian, until their season is over, since we have so much to talk about, we're going to be live every week. And we mentioned that last week. So and hopefully we'll get to go to Disneyland before the end of the year. Come on, Governor Newsom.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Open up Disneyland, dang it. Just
Really?
like 25% capacity, like you do at the malls. I mean, come on.
Even open up Universal Studios.
Yeah,
seriously,
open it
all
up
over
so
there.
we could all go.
Yeah, go and
Yeah.
have fun. Jeez, it's hard to stay cooped up in the house all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, so Star Trek Discovery, 4.50 stars.
Yep.
It might have deserved a little bit higher, but I liked the episode before, and the next episode looks great. So we'll talk more about Discovery next week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yes,
talk
we will.
about, you know,
Oh,
who.
yes. Mando.
You heard they'll be closed for only a year? I hope not. Strike that from there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
They do. We need to start getting a new governor.
Yeah, we need to get a new governor. Let's recall Governor not Newsom. He's Newsom. He's a Newsom.
He's a nuisance.
He's a nuisance. Newsom is a nuisance.
That's right.
What a great.
like
We need to
admirable,
create
is that
some. Yeah. Yeah, just like an admirable.
Well, is
An
admirable-
admiral is admirable.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Governor Nuisance. I hate that dude. Recall that dude.
No kidding.
Okay, enough about politics.
That's it. No more politics.
Yeah, I know, Bob. Yeah, Disney World. Yeah, but that's on the other side of the country.
That's in Florida.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, let's make Baby Yoda the governor. There you go.
There you go,
Here
yeah.
you go for California.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd probably win too.
I think he would win. Wouldn't he?
Yeah. That would be cute.
Would you vote for him?
Of course I would.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, why not? He'd make baby decisions.
That's not always the best thing to make baby decisions,
Well,
Rick. We
well-
all got to grow up.
Well, sometimes.
It's great to be a kid, but we don't want
We all have
someone
a-
making
we
baby.
all have a kid. I don't care how old you are.
Well, we just had a president for 4 years making baby decisions.
No
and
kidding.
That
yeah.
was a really
Wait
good
a minute.
idea.
That wasn't baby. That was no decision. There was no baby in that baby.
Okay. Let's talk about write-in ballot Baby Yoda. What's weird is my ballot, under Secretary of State for California, I wrote my name in as a candidate
That's good.
because I went to law school.
That's
Remember?
right. Yep.
I wrote myself in to try as a writing candidate under Secretary of State.
Yep. I did mine for
Can you
president.
imagine me doing that?
I wrote my name for president.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can you imagine me being a Secretary of State?
You see me being the president? Yeah, that would really be funny.
Captain Richter is president.
Oh, that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Baby,
Okay.
Baby Yoda's for everybody.
All right, guys. Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chapter 10, The Passenger. Yay!
You got it right. It wasn't season 10.
Yeah, right. Okay, El Presidente Richter.
That's
That's
right.
all you. Woo! Okay, so let's talk about Chapter 10. Okay. Again, the director was Peyton Reed, and as I mentioned earlier, Peyton Reed, of course, did a lot of the Marvel stuff and
Yes.
Bring It On, Ant-Man, all that stuff. Great choice. I really like the fact that they're using new directors.
Right.
I think they should still use some of the other directors.
True.
But we know that Deborah Chow is working on the Obi-Wan Kenobi
Right,
series,
right
so she
now.
can't do that.
Nope.
But so they'll probably use some of the other ones again. Dave Filoni, bring him back.
That's right.
He's good, right? Yeah, Baby Yoda in this episode stole the show, actually.
No kidding.
He was problematic, but he's still in the show.
Yeah, he was the best.
So,
Best part of the show.
also like the fact that they're using some of the same characters, like when they brought back the lady on Tatooine, the Amy Sirtis plays Pele Moto.
Yep.
I like the fact that they're bringing Amy back. That's great. They also brought back Misty Rojas, and Misty Rojas is on my friends list. She's a really great person. Misty played Quill in season 1. She was inside the costume. So Misty played the Frog Lady.
Yep.
So that was great. And it's great to see you working again. Great work, Misty, by the
Really,
way.
really good.
And also, of course, Dave Filoni
Yep.
came back and played Trapper Wolf again in his X-Wing. And we got Captain Tova was played by Korean actor Paul Sung-Hung Lee, who's you've probably seen the face everywhere. In fact, even Captain Rickster, I thought that he was
Yeah.
one of the old pilots in original Star Wars, but he's not. So let's not spread any rumors. But he's got that face, so you think you've seen him everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the official rating for Chapter 10, The Passenger. At All for Sci-Fi, of course, it's 0 to 5 stars, 5 being the best, 3, don't watch it or go if you could go to the movie theater.
Right.
This episode, Chapter 10 of The Passenger, gets 4.85 stars. What do you give it?
I think I told you I was going to give it a 4.80.
Okay.
I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a great directing. I thought the actors were good.
Uh-huh.
I think they could do a little more better on the ice planet than having him fall down into.
Well,
the
you
thing.
sure you would give it 4.80 if you don't think that?
Yeah, I would give it more if it had a little more action into it.
Well, no, it had me at those spiders. Ay ay
The
ay.
spiders were good.
Yeah,
If they were-
even
yeah.
even my wife was jumping around and grabbing me. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. So yeah, and of course the baby that likes to eat everything, right?
That's true. The baby actually stole the show. That's why I'm giving it an 4.80.
Okay.
Because the baby actually stole the show.
You know what? I'm gonna move mine from 4.85. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna move it
What?
down a little bit.
I don't.
We're
believe
gonna
it.
go. I'm gonna go.
I don't think
Don't
my
have a heart
I don't
attack.
think my heart can take this. Oh,
Yeah.
he never agrees with me, people. This is my first. Oh,
So,
man.
oh my God.
Hallelujah. Oh well. Anyway.
Hallelujah moment for Captain Rickster.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move mine down. 4.85 is too high, but 4.80.
Right.
I think it's above 4.5 stars. The
Definitely-
work is
definitely above.
excellent, guys.
Definitely above
Excellent.
4.5.
I mean,
Yes.
Everything they did, even in the beginning, I was at the edge of my seat, even when they were still going through the desert and they were still on Tatooine,
Mhm.
and they put the rope there. Kind of reminded me, of the Ewok movie.
Right.
Not the Ewok movie, but in the Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks use ropes and they
Mhm.
use stuff.
Yep.
I guess everybody, primitive species, use the same thing, but on different planets.
Yeah.
And they used a little person too. It didn't look like a Jawa though, but it was like a little person.
It was a little pretty, but I think it was an off-world Jawa. I don't think it was.
Have you noticed that the Jawas on the Mandalorian, even on Tatooine, they have red eyes usually sometimes?
Yeah, I noticed that sometimes. Yes.
But I think I gotta watch it again to see if they all had red eyes this time, because I think I saw some that might have had yellow eyes, but I was wondering if anybody knew why.
Most of them usually have yellow eyes.
Well, on Tatooine they do.
Yeah.
The original ones they had
I
yellow
think,
eyes.
I think you're off. I think you're off.
It's the off-world Jawas that have red eyes.
Red eyes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, because that's something interesting. Yeah, I bet you. She said, yeah, Devaney was like all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet she was.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and discuss. Yeah, they did. They had yellow eyes, but they don't when they're off-world. I guess,
off
right?
world they're red.
Yeah. I wonder why. There's got to be a reason. Maybe we need to ask one of the gurus at Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Like Ivan. What's that guy's name? Ivan Chi or someone like
I
that.
think so. Yeah.
Pablo.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Would know probably.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Let's talk about it. So we're both giving it 4.8 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Everything was great. Music was spot on. Directing was spot on. Cinematography was spot on. You're funny, Dave. I'm holding back my 5 until it really deserves it this year.
Yeah, really, this year. Yeah.
So I'm not. I can't give every. How many did I give a 5 last year? Like only 2 or 3 of them, right?
Oh, 4.
I gave half of them a 5.
I think
Okay.
4 we gave
I don't
half
remember.
5. I think because we discussed it, but then we gave the whole season.
It was high up there.
It was
like
like
4.
4.90 or 4.95.
Well,
something
we
like
did
that.
the math.
Yeah, we did
We
the
didn't.
math.
We didn't just. We did the math. I went back and looked.
Yeah.
I went back and looked at last season when I was giving out the 5s, and we did the math to see what the whole season was. We didn't just guess.
No,
So-
and we agreed on most of it too last season
Yeah.
on our answers.
Okay, so in this episode, it has a quick recap. It has a quick recap of the last episodes, and they're basically where they left off. They're still traveling through the desert.
Right.
And oh, okay. So yeah, they're traveling through the desert, and then these bandits or whatever, like, put a rope and get them to. It hits him. He flies off. He's flying. The Mandalorian has to use his jetpack to help him land. The poor baby's rolling around.
Yeah.
And the Mandalorian gets in this really cool. This is what I really like about the Mandalorian: the fight scenes.
Yes.
And I could use some more. This episode had some great action, but
Not enough.
I'd like to have a couple more fight scenes, not just
Yeah.
one. Let's have a couple of episodes. That'd be great.
Yep.
So he gets up and he's fighting with them for a few seconds, and then the little person that's similar to a Jawa but not grabs the baby and is with a knife threatening to kill the baby. And it's like, oh, I wanted to jump through that screen and like, you leave that child alone. I was like so mad. It's like I wanted to rip him out. Just rip that guy out of the screen and leave my child alone. I'm getting a little too excited about this, am I? It's the old actor in me.
And don't get it going either.
Yeah.
Don't turn red.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, he barters with them to give them the child. Of course, he runs up and let's grab his daddy.
Oh, I know. Runs and grabs him,
Yeah.
which is cute.
Yes, I did notice that. He's starting to call him the kid.
Yeah.
Instead of
so
the
I'm calling
child.
The kid now instead of the child. Yeah.
I did notice that, Virginia. So so anyway, so he barters with them. Maybe, yeah. So he barters with them to get his jetpack. Of course, when he gives the jetpack to him, he controls the jetpack. So
That's right.
that was so, and the baby's looking up. Oh, and then the thing drops, and then the thing comes down. It's like, you sucker.
Yeah, well, you got suckered in that one.
But now the Mandalorian has to grab everything and walk all the way back to
Yep.
Mos Eisley. So, and he comes into the bar, and we get to see that like looks like a cockroach creature.
That was an ant.
Is it an ant?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was an ant. Looks like an ant.
I guess it's
I
an
didn't see
ant.
anything on the back. Look like a shell.
No, you're right. It is an ant.
Yeah. Looks like one of
But
the-
it reminded me of a lot. I think a lot of the old artwork.
Right. It looked like
A lot of the old artwork, the Ralph McQuarrie artwork.
Yeah.
It reminded me of some of the drawings he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was an ant. I know, guys. I'm nuts. It's
We know
okay.
he's nuts.
Yeah.
Because it looked like one of my ants. That's why I was the same with an ant.
Yeah. So I love that character. It was kind of cool.
But the ant?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was kinda
It
cool,
was
yeah.
cool and gross all at the same time.
They should make a 6-inch figure of that one too.
That would be cool. Yeah, Black Series of
Yeah,
that.
Black Series ant.
Yeah. And do you think that the reason why they used the ant was because the director directed the Ant-Man?
That's right. That was good.
Yeah. Just came up with that right off the spot.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Rickster. You should leave comedy alone.
I do pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
I do.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny myself. Look how funny I look.
You do look pretty funny.
That's true.
Yeah. So the Mandalorian is discussing it with the lady again, who played the Paley Moto lady, played by Amy,
Right.
and apparently she speaks a lot of languages.
Yeah, I noticed.
You notice she was talking to the ant, and then later she's talking to the frog lady in her language too.
Yeah.
This is a smart woman.
Oh yeah.
I love it when women are smart and they're portrayed smart, because she does a really good.
And they know different languages.
Yeah, yeah.
Good,
I think that it's and she's funny. Well, she's a comedian. She's a stand-up
Yeah,
comedian.
she's stand-up comedian. Yeah.
Yeah, look her up, guys. If you don't know this, she does stand-up.
Yeah, in real life she does
Yeah,
stand-up.
she was a stand-up comedian. So, but it's great to see great characters and strong women play strong characters, not the typical stereotype. I love it.
Right.
And that's what the Mandalorian's doing a lot. They also, on the crew side, I understand they have a lot of females running the crew.
Right.
Like a lot of the assistant directors are female, a lot of the production assistants are female, and that's great. We're all equal. Okay, so so as they're having a conversation, he's saying she's smart. She tells a joke. Oh, you finally found a Mandalorian. You killed him. Remember, because he had the helmet.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't a Mandalorian. I just got the armor from him and bought it from him.
Yeah.
How'd you buy it from him? No, I killed the Krayt Dragon.
Killed the Krayt Dragon.
So, I mean, the lines are the dialogue that they write for these guys is just spot on. Great script writing. Jon Favreau, you're just what you do is just great work. You know. So as they're talking about it, the Dr. Ant, I guess he's a doctor too, by the way.
Dr. Ant.
Yeah, the Dr. Ant, I'm going to call him, mentions that he knows someone that knows where there's some Mandalorians. He'll have the person come by. If he covers his bet that round,
500,
which was 500, he'll help him. So he covers it, and of course Amy wins and gets the money. And so later they go back to the hangar, and we find out that it's the frog lady, that her husband knows where some Mandalorians are. So yeah, right. So he doesn't like the fact that Amy's making him like a taxi service, but you know, he needs to help find some more Mandalorians, and then the catch is he's got to travel. He can't travel. He has to travel sub-light speed.
Yeah.
He can't use. Yeah, because he finds out that she's carrying eggs that need to be fertilized, and their whole species is going to go under. That's why it was kind of like every time the baby ate one of her eggs, it was like you're killing their entire species. But the baby didn't care.
No, baby was hungry.
Yeah. So the babies, you know, and then later when they take off, he agrees to do it. They leave. As they're traveling, he decides, oh, it's going to take so long, I'm going to go to sleep and take a nap or whatever. And he goes downstairs and he finds the babies eating those eggs.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. So, and what was the cutest thing ever was he put the baby in the little hammock above him.
Yeah.
The baby sleeps right above daddy.
That's right.
Isn't that cute?
It is.
So they go to sleep, and then suddenly it ends, and then it comes back up, and there's an alarm going off in the ship. Something's close by. He gets up, goes up there, and finds out that it's some X-Wings. Oh, really? Bob from New York. Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Bob?
He was telling me he had a surround sound system on,
and
the slurping was like making the wife go crazy, like slurp. That's funny, Bob. So now there's some X-Wings that are there, and they're asking him, you know, why don't you have your beacon going, your transponder? And he says, I'm not part of, I'm whoever he was. I don't have to have it. And they said, no, you're in the New Republic area. You got to have it. The rules have changed. So he ends up becoming a runner and runs, and they're chasing him. And that's when the next sequence of events happens. He hides inside this cave, and then the ice breaks.
He fell into it.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
He hides inside this cave, and then the ice breaks, and they go way down and fall, and they're knocked out. They wake back up, and she's freezing, and the Mandalorian goes down and finds out, you know, where's the baby at. He's looking for the baby. He went somewhere. And then he finds him. They get back up there. He's saying, you know, she's trying to say, I need you to help me. He's saying, we need to rest. It's night or whatever. And then they go to sleep. And then she wakes them up because he couldn't understand her because she's speaking frog.
Right.
And he even says, I don't speak frog, lady. It's like real weird. So, and even I didn't catch that until he said that I didn't think, oh, she looks like a frog until he said that.
Yeah, I know, huh?
But what was interesting is when we were watching it, my wife said before that line, because I had seen it before that, of course, my wife had said, that lady looks like a frog. She said that way before, like right away.
Yeah, she wanted frog legs. She was hungry.
Yeah, my wife loves frogs. So
And
she's
legs.
like, Yeah. She looked like a cross between a frog and a gecko or a lizard. Yeah,
lizard,
absolutely.
I,
I agree.
I thought,
I thought it was
gecko.
too, but in the credits, her credit says frog lady. So
yeah.
she is a frog species of some type. So she ends up waking them up. Mandalorian. And what she did was she reprogrammed the old one of the bad guys, one of the old robots that he disabled from last season when the episode about the prison thing.
Right.
So she's using the translator to help translate. Yeah, later she was hopping, like a frog. She was.
Yeah.
Later when they were running from all the different
spiders.
So, and she appealed. I thought your code says that you're supposed to be that. I guess those are stories they told the children. And it's like, oh, lady, you're pouring it on pretty thick.
Yeah, right.
And he got up in a huffy and grabbed his toolkit and went outside to start fixing the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
She really got to him. So we see him fixing a Razor Crest, and time goes by, and then we see the baby out there telling the dad to come here.
Right.
And he ends up going over there and finds out she took off.
Gone.
So they go to follow her, and they find her in a cave and relaxing in this water. She took out all the eggs and put them in the water because it's hot as well to take care of her eggs.
Yep.
Because it was too cold. They're on this ice planet. So as they're doing that, the baby wanders off.
As usual.
He smells something. The baby in this episode, we got a little bit to know him a little bit better. He's talking a lot more. Did you notice that? He's talking. He's more inquisitive about things. So he hops off. He's smelling something. He's smelling other eggs. So he immediately opens up the egg and eats the little spider that's not alive. And then I don't know if that triggered it or not, but then the other egg started to hatch. Yeah, he is getting cuter. As if he couldn't get any cuter, right, Virginia? So all the other, he's running down. When he's running down to the dad, and he's trying to warn his dad, the other eggs are all hatching. So they're in a run for their life, and all the big one comes and chases them down, and he throws these bombs.